Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody had a great day yesterday. So we're going to review page 475 and 476. You are going to need a calculator for today because we are going to do some work that you can use a calculator for. My calculator is on my phone, but I will show you how to do it on your calculator. Then I'm always available for questions. So on page 475, number one, 4 friends equally share half a pizza. How much of the whole pizza does each friend get? So we have the half a pizza. That marker is no good. So we have 1/2 divided by 4. So we're going to go ahead and put 4/1. Right? And then we'll bring this down. This becomes our multiplication. And then this gets flipped with our reciprocal. And we end up with 1/8 pizza is what each friend is getting. Number 2, 3 people equally share 1/5 of a pan of brownies. How much of the whole pan does each person get? So we have our 1/5 divided by 3. So we're going to go ahead and put that 3/1. Right? But then, of course, we're going to have to bring that down. That becomes multiplication, and then that flips the reciprocal. And we get 1/8 of a brownie. So, and then, of course, number 3 we'll do, because it's slightly different. Mitch has 6 cups of unpopped popcorn. He uses the 1/3 of a cup to make 1 serving of popcorn. So here's our 6 cups. We're going to divide by 1/3. We could draw this out just so we always see that visualization of what's going on. So if we're going to break this, there's 3 here. 3, 3, 3, 3. So we have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18 servings. So we would put 6/1 here just to show you how to do that. Right? And we would put our times, and then this is going to flip to 3/1. So we get 18/1, which is 18. Let's go ahead and skip over to page 476, which is really what I was teaching on yesterday's video. So we have 2 friends equally share 5 cookies. So we have 5 cookies divided by our 2 friends. Because we have more cookies than friends, that means that every single person's going to get more than 1 cookie, right? So in this case, we would set this up as 5/2. And so, of course, we could turn this into a mixed number. We'd get 2 1/2. And if we would draw that out, here's our 5 cookies. Right? And so we'd split this cookie in half, 1 for each friend, right? There's 2 friends, so we'd split each of these cookies so everyone gets some, right? Oh, this person's getting more. They probably complain. I'm sorry, this person would probably complain. But anyway, so we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So if we put these 2 together, that's 1 whole cookie for a friend. These 2 together, 1 whole cookie, and then a half. So that's where we're getting that 2 1/2 from. So number 2, 3 people equally share 4 oranges. So again, we have 4 oranges divided by 3 people. So each person's gonna get more than 1 orange because we have more oranges than people. That's our reasoning there. So we do this. And then we would divide 3 into 4. We get 1 1/3. So each person would get 1 1/3 oranges. All right. Because in real life, when you're splitting something up, you know, if you have you and your siblings at home and you're splitting up some cookies or some brownies, so if that doesn't work out evenly where everyone's getting whole cookies all the time, are you just going to throw those away? Probably not. You probably break them in halves or fourths or whatever the situation would call for. Number 3, 9 people equally share 5 brownies. How much brownie does each person get? So this one is because we have 5 brownies divided by 9 people. So because we have more people than brownies, each person's not going to get a full brownie. What each person's going to get, though, is 5/9 brownie. So how would we do this? Well, here's our 5 brownies, right? I'm going to draw them a little bit bigger so I can be a little bit neater. Okay, so we have our 5 brownies here, and we know that we're going to need to split up each brownie into 9, right? Because we have 9 people. So we would do that. We'd split up each one into 9s. So we'd take one of our 5 people, they'd get 1/9 here, they'd get 1/9 here, 1/9 here, 1/9 here, 1/9 here. What do you add that all up? What do they get? They get 5/9. Number 4, 12 students equally share 20 apples. How many apples does each student get? So again, we have, in this situation, we have 20 apples and we have 12 students. So because we have more apples than students, each person's going to get more than 1 apple, right? We're going to end up looking with something like this. All right, 20 apples, 12 students. We get 1, right? And we have 8 12s apples. And if you want to, you could always reduce that. So let's do one more. We'll do number 4. And we're going to run out of little rooms here, so I'm going to do my fancy erasing here. Our first name, because there's going to be 2 names in our videos. Our first name is Josie. So that's the first name, but remember to listen for the second name. So here, for number 4, 12 students equally share 20 apples. I'm sorry, that's the one we just did. Let's do number 5, sorry. 15 students equally share 7 pizzas. How much pizza does each student get? So we have 7 pizzas divided by the 15 students. And because we have more students than pizza, of course, each person's not going to get a whole pizza. They're going to get part of a pizza. So in this case, they're going to get 7/15 pizza. All right, so now what we're going to need to do is to turn to page 477. On 477, we're going to do some win-loss records. So if you're a sports fan like I am, and even though there's no sports really going on right now, we do have win-loss records. And that's where we get that winning percentage. So in this case, we have the Bluebirds. So look at the first team, the Bluebirds. So Bluebirds are our team, and they won 20 games, and they lost 5. So our fraction for the Bluebirds is going to be 20, and it's not going to be over 5, because to get this denominator, we have to add the wins and the losses together, because that together equals the total number of games that team played. Total number of games. So it'd be 20 over 25. So now this is the part where you're going to need your calculator, because you're going to do this division problem. You're going to do 20 divided by 25. Right? So 20 divided by 25. Remember how I'm saying that. 20 divided by 25. So on your calculator, when you do that, you should end up with a decimal because it's going to be less than 1. It's that same idea of when we had more students than brownies. This is the same thing. 25 is not going to go into 20 one whole time. So when you do that, and do it right now on your calculator so you can see if you're doing it correctly, you should get this. All right. So you're going to do this for each of these teams on this page. And what you're going to do is after each section, they're going to ask you to rank the team. So the team with the highest win percentage, the team with the highest decimal here, closest to 1, is going to be our first place team. And I'll give you a hint. The Bluebirds are going to be our first place team. They are in first, so I even helped you out there. But try it. So if you would do the Cardinals, right, you would take their numerator would be their wins, which would be 12. They played a total of 24 games. I got 24 because I took the 12 wins, 12 losses, and added them together. So now I'm going to divide, right, 24 into 12, right? And what we would end up with when I did that would be 500 thousandths, right? Which in baseball would be 500%, right? Would be their winning percentage because they really won half of the games that they played. So I won't tell you the rank because I want you to do that work. So you're going to do those page 477 and 478, and let's do 479 because they're really 478 and 479. Just review pages for the most part. And our second name today is Maggie. So we had a name earlier. Now we have a second name. Go ahead and leave me those as a comment. Have a great day.